Here we go.
And wow.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. I like the how the cut came out. I'm not so enamored with the color. It doesn't look like I did much, but whatever.
Sexy girl.
Yeah, it looks very good. Very good.
How we doing? Yep.
Okay, just woke up.
Laundry.
Laundry.
That's me. I gotta head back in there and start sorting. And okay, your hair looks awesome. I got wings.
I like it. It's cute. You gotta have something.
I had a Red Bull. They gave me wings.
Oh, I see. I see.
No, I took a half a wing pill. That gave me wings.
Indeed.
Is this YouTube stream? Or? Okay, I never am sure.
And it's the right channel.
Right. No, at first I said the wrong one. I was like, wait a minute. Nope, wrong one.
We woke up.
I have two channels for YouTube. I have one that obviously go live on and all that other stuff. And then I have one for the personal one because the entire internet does not need to see the crazy schizophrenic YouTube rabbit holes I go down. You know?
You need to have your own personal rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going right to Magic Mike 2. If you're going down the rabbit hole with me, we're going all in.
Right. This is it varies from music videos to crazy cat videos to I didn't realize that's how that was made. All right, cool.
Now you can tell her what you have to record for me today. I have to stand up.
That's okay. Careful. Yeah. She is going to start. She's starting various knitting projects, and we have one that she's making for a coworker of mine. So we're actually going to try to record it, but of course not finish. It's going to be like recording her starting a row here, a row there, and then that's enough.
And kind of fast forward a little bit of it, so
exactly. Yeah. So to show the progress of the project, and put it all together and do that as a little thing. So it's going to take a while because that one's not going to be ready for.
Yeah, you got to go with it as the project finishes, but.
Right. Yeah, it's a block blanket. It's got 4 colors to it. So I asked my coworker, what's your favorite color? And he's like, then what about your wife and your 2 kids? And it was like blue, red, yellow, green.
Right. Okay. There we go.
That's it. Nothing fancy. Nothing special.
Right. The blue, he said navy, and that made it a little bit easier. Because it's gonna look like a fall blanket, and I thought, well, the navy blue's the sky. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like, this is better than it's my favorite, this favorite blue that I saw on the buttons of someone's jacket 10 years ago.
Can I have the blue of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber?
Well, it's and that depends on what your screen resolution looks like, because then they'll always be different.
Good point.
What if let's sneak back in. What if I take a picture of every shade of blue that I have in yarn, because I have a ridiculous amount of blue yarn right now, and you can see if any of them are close.
Yeah,
you can see if any of them are close, because I never have enough yarn. And he begs to differ.
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3 project bags, 2 giant TJ Maxx bags full of blue, and then a camouflage inspired mixed blanket that's for my dad and Carol, which I think I meant to start when I got married.
Yeah,
I'm a little behind.
That's one of those. When it comes to a craft, you never have enough craft supplies. I don't care what anybody else says. It just there's a whole room of them. It's okay. Yes, we can. Sorry, we're in the middle of a random conversation about crafting. How y'all doing?
Yeah, that's okay. You should visit. I'm a buddy.
You turn the coffee off, please.
That's a very a little deformed bunny. First he had 3 ears, then he had 1.
Give me a break.
Mutant bunny.
Let's see, $1,000. Does that mean you're giving us $1,000? Do you want? Because I don't have
That's
$1,000. Sorry.
$10,000. That's 10,000.
We'll take
No, it's
10,000.
4
$10,000. Yeah.
zeros. Yeah.
How's that? Is that better?
Much better.
Much better. There you go. Perfect. And for some reason, it kind of okay. Now we're getting silly. Now we're getting silly.
I haven't even had coffee yet.
I know. Jeez.
Why are you hovering over me?
And I have to get
I had
glasses.
to,
Do we have to take a break so we can do this? Or
I had
Not
to
right now.
order my coffee this morning. My
Oh, that's right. Yeah, new one doesn't show up till tomorrow.
till tomorrow. Yeah.
Or I can go ahead and just pass the phone to you.
that's a possibility. Because
I mean,
both felt they've done a lot of damage. And I don't want to complain.
You look like the boy. Well, there's a reason for that. I am the boy.
like I am.
Thank you for noticing.
Sort of like that. I am Batman. Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Yep. And I mean, it could be. It could be. You never know these days. I mean, come on. But what was I talking? I was talking about something. I don't remember what it was. Well, me and Bestie and her sister, we had a Valentine's Day yesterday, and we watched cooking shows, and we watched Cool Runnings just simply because we had to. I mean, it's important. And we did craftings and paintings and stuff. It was it was like a video call because none of us are like in the same spot, right? So that was fun. Let's see. I'd love to know how you know that, Salt, because you know what, you are impressive. It's impressive that you know that, because that means you got good taste in women. Let's see. Now that with cars, I don't get. I don't speak millennial, so you're gonna have to explain that one.
Yeah. That V sauce, whatever.
Let's see. This one is okay. This one goes over here. Like I have to remember some of these shirts is like, is this one of my fit for public shirts, or is it just PJ work around the house shirt? It's important to remember that. Oh, that was cool. That Tara, thanks for the laughing disco ball. That was cute.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh.
Disco balls are so shiny. They're all shiny.
So shiny.
So yeah.
Hosted a Revolutionary War reenactment.
Oh shit.
And I thought to myself, immediately went,
Brody, yeah. So
it's too bad that it was posted on February 12th, so it's long gone.
Yeah.
You would have got a kick out of that. Yes, we have a 10-year-old nephew who loves learning about the Revolutionary War.
Oh, that's cool.
It's strange.
It's like I'm just happy that a kid is interested in learning about history. That's just
Oh, well,
his mother's a history teacher.
I mean,
that helps.
That helps, I'm sure. He was destined to either love it himself or be sick of it.
How to help children with emotions. How to help children with emotions. If your child doesn't have any emotions whatsoever, then he's a sociopath. You need to get that checked out.
Right.
That's just too many Law and Order SVU episodes.
Dun dun.
Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
I beat you to it.
Fakest name ever.
Fakest name ever.
Dick Wolf.
Right.
Dick Wolf Blitzer.
Wolf Blitzer. Oh god. Yeah. That's what it's like. Like the any time that a person has the words alpha or wolf or something like that in their profile, I'm like, no, skip. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I mean, we love wolves. We got posters of them.
Not that kind. We're talking about men trying to make themselves all, super masculine. Like, I'm an alpha wolf. Whatever, dude. Whatever the hell that means. You don't even know.
The only reason I know what AlphaVault
Whatever.
is because of shifter books.
Right. It's absolutely it's all from fan fiction and shifter books. It's not actual. It's not actually how it works in the wild, so to speak.
In the spicy wild. If
Yeah,
you
maybe
will.
in the spicy wild, but it really depends on how everybody's feeling that night. You never know. You want a little role play? You want to switch it up a little bit? Sure. Why not? Okay. Let's see. Make sure all these socks match. Let's see here. Hold on. Well, it's helpful that like I only usually wear the little black socks, so they all match. I mean, they're you just put two of them together.
If you carry the spirit of societal pressure and commercialism in your heart, every day can be Valentine's Day. I like that.
I like that. Yes, that is
That's
great.
very true. Best way to celebrate Valentine's Day: behead and stone a priest.
Go back to
Yeah, I
the
said it.
traditional way.
That's
Go back to the
tradition.
traditional way.
That's right.
Jews always go with Chinese.
Yeah. Jews, however, will have Chinese food, but it's okay.
And that's not racist. It's a fact.
Jew is not a race.
Oh my goodness.
Don't go down that hole.
Oh yeah, don't go down that hole.
Okay.
My 10:06.
You good?
Your part of the task is ready.
All right, you go.
Okay.
Go put your thing down.
Close but no cigars. You stab worthy. Close but no cigar.
Once again, I'm not getting all the chat. So what did Stab say?
Did you do you have it on top chat or the all of it? He says, "Did he say get stoned and give head to a priest?"
Yeah. Yep, you're right. That's what I have.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure the original Saint Valentine would have preferred it that way, but that's not how it happened.
Yep.
I'm sure he would have preferred it that way, but So now I got to do the old people thing and refill my weekly med box. And I do my I don't have to worry about my diabetic shot. That's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I set it on Mondays. Because like on your weekend, you're not always on your routine.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right. But generally on Mondays, you are at least starting the week back up again, and so it's like, okay, 8 o'clock or whatever is when to take the meds and the shots and whatever. So
get out, stay in.
Get out, get out.
Stay in. There you go.
Thank you, Stab.
Nice, Stab. Good job.
Can we call you Stab? Yeah.
Can I call you Stabby?
Stabby.
Hey, what's up, ass blobs? What y'all doing? I have no idea if that's your accent, but it just came to me.
That's okay, Major. We just hanging out. We're trying to decide if we have any motivation to do any actually real stuff today on Sunday. So far, I hadn't found it yet.
Scarlett's inspecting the box.
Medication, the candy of the elders, right?
That's true. God forbid they put flavors in those.
Oh God! Well, no, they have those gummy candy like vitamins and things that are like. I'm like, why make it more like candy, dude? We're already trying to keep it away from the kids, and yet you make it more like candy. Like, really?
I got that.
I have an idea.
Oh, great.
Oh, God.
We're changing the litter boxes.
Oh, boy.
What if we did it like this?
What if we?
Well, we've had cats for 3 years now, and we haven't simplified.
We stupefy.
Stupefy.
And
Then you gotta get it into
the bag. All right, you want to come in and tag out here?
Let me just go investigate which room they're in because I can't see.
All right, because she's going to tag him and be on here with you for a little bit while I get rid of the boxes and sweep and do all that stuff.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Get that refilled.
Yeah, they're all blown up, so we got to get water change them out.
Yeah.
There's a little lady from Florida who was calling me Stab, but then she told me her videos started getting flagged and she was blaming me. Stab is def a flagged word, but stab worthy is fine. Okay.
Okay, we will remember that. Thank you for the tip. That's good to know.
Very nice.
Funny.
Very nice.
That is funny. Like, oh yeah, we forgot they don't like certain words.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Allergy medicine that I'm still convinced doesn't do a goddamn thing. But anyway, there's so many allergens to fight against in Louisiana. I don't think it does much.
This is huge here. It actually got warm enough where I could get my car washed.
What?
It's amazing.
What?
Got to 32 degrees yesterday. I'm like, I got to go do this.
Right. Do this now before it gets, yeah.
Mr. Worthy.
I like it. I like it. We'll steal that. Yeah. I have to say it like every day. You know, if you come in, we have to make sure we say it. Good evening, Mr. Worthy. How are you today?
Mr. Worthy. My lady Malabia.
Right. Oh, let's see here. All right. So I got till what, Wednesday or Tuesdays until I've got to get refills on those. What is this? I need more Nexium. Nexium ain't cheap. Then again, I expect any kind of medicine to be cheap. I don't know. What was I thinking? Yeah. Man. So, anywho's, still waiting on my coffee. It's like it says that they. I hate it when they do this. It's like occasionally when you're picking up like DoorDash or whatever, and they say, okay, they're on their way. Cool, they'll be here by this time or whatever. And then I know that this is because they've got to make as much money and be as efficient as they can while they're doing their thing. But then they like add 2 or 3 more stops in between. I'm like,
Yep.
like, I appreciate you got to make money. It sucks that you have to make money this way, but oh my goodness.
I did check to see what area Carnival is in Louisiana because he does DoorDash. He actually goes out and does that, and his mom does it with him. She's a teacher, so sometimes a year she's not working. So
right,
like,
I have no idea. I've never come across
I doubt
him.
he's close by. But I just think it'll be very, very weird.
It'd be so like, wait a minute. He shows up to my door like, wait a minute, Panda? Yes. Who are you? Yes. Who are you? What? Okay.
Coffee, nectar of insomniacs. I like that.
Yes, James. We are banging our heads against the wall for trolls.
Bang. Yeah, I'm a headbanger. Yeah, that's what I do.
Told you look like John.
Like John Cena. No, but I'll take it.
And I mean, if you're talking about me, I mean, John Cena is a handsome fella, so it's not an insult.
Try and crack and red shirt. Tell me how it is. You want to take that?
I'll take that one. Yes. Now, see, the thing about it is, though, you got to watch it because once you start up on that stuff, you got to watch where you put it in your kitchen, okay? Because you might end up one of these days snorting powdered sugar. It's not the same experience. It's not the same experience.
Mr. and Mrs. Homosexual? How did you know?
I mean, he's missing a few sexualities in there, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine. It's fine.
Look at the gay man.
He came for the trolls,
Ms.
but got the
Jacqueline?
laughs. See, love it. Wiggy, Jay Wiggy, he gets it. All right, he came for the trolls, but got the laughs. See,
Yep.
there you go.
Clean your glasses, please, and thank you. No, it's fine.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about that's what I hate about external eyeballs. They always get dirty. And it defeats the purpose of having external eyeballs because if you can't see out of this external eyeballs, what's the point?
Just annoying.
Right.
I haven't forgotten. This is the restroom, and now you want me to pour the coffee?
Am I doing this?
Yes, but do you want me to pour the coffee?
No, I'll do that first.
So make the coffee, and then I'll pour it, and you're done.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Try to make this as easy as possible.
No, that never works.
Really?
I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. No, not really.
I mean,
It's not insulting. It's like, would you come over here, take the phone so I can do this, please? It's that simple.
Such a douchebag.
And meanwhile, she's taking out the bag. She's doing all this. I can do that.
Well,
Michelle, get over here, please.
See, Panda said, get over. Here.
What?
Panda said, get over here, please.
Come here.
I don't come when she calls.
Ain't that the truth?
Now I know where I rank. I know where I rank. Oh well.
What's your favorite moment in Black History moment? Ron Simmons beating Vader for the world title.
There you go. That's a good one.
I'm white. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. But I mean, my favorite mostly has been like moments that I have experienced with my friends, like that it's modern, that we're like things are going so well. That's now granted. I mean, things could be improved greatly, but I like seeing good moments between everyone in modern day. You know what I mean? Good moments between everybody. We all, human beings. Are you okay? If you are a human being,
take the phone. Jesus.
It's like if you are a human being, are you a lima bean or a pinto bean?
Pinto bean.
It depends. It depends on like because it depends on how you cook. If you cook the lima beans right, you put some bacon in there, it's okay.
Tag, I'm in.
Finally.
He's such a douchebag in the morning. Okay.
Let's see.
Sit in the bedroom. All right.
Let's see. Was Owen Hart in his prime when he passed away? Was he on a world title run? I don't know who Owen Hart is. Sorry.
He wasn't holding a title when he passed away.
Owen
Hart, he wasn't holding a title?
Yes, he was in his prime when he died.
He was in his prime when he died, but he wasn't holding a title at the time.
Gotcha. It's crazy how everything has to eat. When it dies, they use it for it. Life is a cycle. That is one of those crazy like mind mind blown things. Like everybody's got to eat, and then when you die, when the animals die, we eat them, and it comes right. That's pretty cool.
The circle of life. It's not always about the Lion King,
right?
Sorry, I have two anxious kitties. I don't know what has Darius and Scarlet all hyped up. Come here.
Are they messing with each other? Sometimes that happens.
Well, yeah, Darius, when Scarlet's hyper, he will follow her around the house. So, but Magic is actually in what we call the autumn room. It's the entryway to the house. And we have a cat tree in there.
Oh, okay.
They wouldn't sit in it in any other place. They like going in there because they got a view of the street better in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I looked around trying to find Magic before I came and tagged in. She is inside one of the cubbies because the sun is barreling down on it. So
yeah.
Okay.
So nice and warm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. She just didn't want to have anything to do with Magic and Darius and Scarlet. Yeah, it's early in the morning for me too. Scarlet and Darius having cat fight. I have to keep watching because maybe you'll get to hear it.
we're not sisters, but we're soul sisters.
Absolutely.
We're
Absolutely.
internet sisters. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Internet sisters. Cool. What did you call me? Sister wives. I guess that's because we share, Scott.
Right. He's my internet husband, and he's your legal husband, right? Yeah, I saw it any on and didn't like it. Uh, oh, that's cool. Uh, so let's see
What?
here. No, I want to. Where am I? Why is it okay? There we go.
What are you gonna do, huh?
Why does it do that? Okay, it's acting up. My computer is acting up. Let's see.
Okay, you said computer, not pooter. Okay.
I mean, when you get to a certain age, those things do kind of act up, whether you like it or not. Like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Why is it doing that? That is so weird. It's got like this account, but it's got all the other. I don't know. That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm looking at something on my computer.
No,
Of course
you
we
go ahead.
acting up. Of course we acting up. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Think about. Oh, jeez. Sorry. The 16-pounder just went flying by me.
Oh god. And they move fast for as big as they are. It's funny.
Yeah, we call Magic the Panther because she's solid black with just a little bit of white here, and there's
Uh-huh.
a white patch under her arm.
Okay.
And we uh, call Scarlet the tiger, obviously, because she's a tabby cat.
Yeah.
Tiger stripes, leopard spots on her tummy.
Yep. Yep.
And Darius is mostly solid gray except white on the tummy. And when he first came to us, I went, Jesus, was his mommy part lynx? Because he just had some little tufts. And we
On his
thought,
ears. Yeah.
so yeah, now we look at him and go, Jesus, he's 16 pounds. So his daddy was either a lynx, a raccoon, maybe mommy was part Maine Coon. Who knows?
Possibly. I mean,
It's quite the mixture. What's your nickname? Both of us? Oh wait, yeah, you know her nickname is Panda.
Yeah.
I just basically go by Mrs. MM. My
M&M.
initials.
Miss M&M.
Miss M&M. And before you ask, MM is Michelle Marie, my middle name.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. Saves a lot of time trying to write on a Christmas tag when you just write Uncle Scott and Aunt MM.
Right? That's
She knows who
especially
it's
if you
from
write
when
it
she opens it.
like M&M. Yep.
Like M&M. No, there's no and in there. Just
Oh,
MM.
come on. Oh, come on.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love M&Ms.
Let's see. I have to remember how to spell this person's name. Fingertip. Let's see. In a world of lightning knowledge at fingertips, and yet some folks troll and look stupid. You are not wrong, Lucky Shamrock.
Mm-hmm. Can I say the no?
Well, inward like inside. That's a good word. That's a good
Is that
in word.
inward?
In word. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it said something. Oh, yeah. You can
Oh,
say
they're
inward.
trying to say the other one, but no.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Let's see. Take a bath
Gotcha.
in the dark. Now, I tried once. It didn't go so well. I tripped, and it's not a good idea. I'm too clumsy for that.
Candles. Have some candles lit.
Let's
Spa treatment.
spa. Yeah. Now that's not really in the dark though, because that has lots of atmosphere and ambiance, and
Mm-hmm. You might fall asleep.
well, there's that. That could be a problem. Mhm.
Change the boxes. Scarlett is right back in there, and she is like struggling to go.
Oh no. One of our cats is, well, she's not, she's gone 3 times this morning, as in number 2. Not that that's the subject we want to keep.
I could see her like trying to push it out.
She's
bearing in that, so that's why she was sniffing around the boxes, because she was like, ready to go again. The minute I hit the box with the letters, right back in there.
I don't know what's.
In the meantime,
Darius is chasing her around, making it worse.
I'm trying to block him at the same time so he doesn't bother her.
Yeah, good luck blocking that one. You stand in front of a 16-pound cat, and he could still manage to go around us.
Right? It was like he's huge, but he still somehow manages to go. Like,
oh yeah, hey ladies, thank you. Hi. Yeah, somebody was asking if we were sisters.
Yeah, sister wives.
Sister wives, right? Yeah, I turned the light off in this room, and for some reason it's our bedroom, and I don't know why it has a pink shade to it.
Don't ask me. My face is the same color as my shirt. Hey, I have no idea how that happens, but at least red's a good color.
No, I think he said your face is the same color as her shirt. I think he means my face.
Oh,
because for some reason this room has a little bit of a pink facade to it. I turned the light on, and made it worse.
Well, the crazy part about it is I don't need a pink light. Like it just happens. And everybody's asks me, like, are you embarrassed, or are you you hot? What's whatever. It just happens like this for the hell of it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. We're women. It's all of the biology,
right? Like, don't
biology,
ask me. I don't know.
Vibology. Okay, I think they settled. For the moment, anyway.
Like, you say that, and they're gonna all of a sudden run across.
You saw it, mine or yours? Because I have plastic on my bedroom ceiling too. Ours was a leak that was fixed. We just haven't got a tile to put up there yet. So maybe they're talking about your ceiling too, because now I do see the leak.
That I figured out was the air conditioning. I can't keep my air conditioning. I like to be cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's also very hot in like the attic, let's say, because it's Louisiana. I mean, so it causes a lot of condensation on the pipes for the AC, the HVAC, and so it drips. This is an old house, and my landlord's going to work on fixing it, but it's gotta. we gotta get there. We gotta get there at some point. Let's see here.
How long have we been? How have y'all been sister wives? Depends on how long she's been talking to my husband.
Yeah, it's like when did that start? It's like it's almost a year now, at least, I think, huh?
At least. And no, I don't mind that my husband comes in here, and he'll sit wherever he pleases, and he has a good time chatting with our
all
panda
sorts
bear.
of people. Yeah, and all sorts of people. I'm not the
more
only one.
people
It's
that
like,
come in, the more fun it is.
yeah, it's like if I'm his internet wife, he's got several internet mistresses, and like, I mean, so it's like, we're all friends here. It's fine.
Yes, Scott and I have been together 25 years, coming up in April. 25 years together, 24 years married on the same day, April 20th. And I'm cool. Thank you. I think you're pretty cool too. And that's, see, I'm not used to this.
I don't know which way it goes. You do this way or this way? Like,
well, I'm used to doing this. It's just I'm in a little box to do it. So Scott's the experienced one. So congratulations, 25 years. Yes. I mean, before I met him, I never thought that I would be with someone that long, and it was instant, He proposed that weekend.
Yep.
And my initial response was, "What?"
It's like you're going a little fast here. Like,
I mean,
because like,
we'd already said we loved each other.
yeah,
So, but then I went, well, he's an awesome guy, and he's willing to, you know. And thank you very much, Lucky Shamrock.
we
Does that
like,
mean you're
yeah,
Irish?
Shamrock's been in here a few times. They're pretty cool.
Cool. Sweet. Scott's the one who knows you guys a little bit more on hand and is able to go, oh, yeah, so and so.
Yeah.
I'm new. I'm a noob.
Well, we're just starting, like in my chats, we're just starting to get some regulars, and
Mhm.
it Shamrock's starting to be one of them. So it's like,
See?
I'm just kind of starting to learn everybody, because again, like I say, we're only just now starting to pick up where we're getting a few regulars. You know what I mean?
What does
Uh,
our hand gesture mean? Oh,
it's
she's,
rock and roll horns. You
yep,
know,
horns high, metal.
metal. Yeah.
What metalheads do. That's definitely my husband. I don't know
It's
if he still goes by middle-aged metalhead because we both have hit the
Yeah. I call
5.
him that. I call him that just to
Mhm.
like, because and I think it kind of like, I think he's kind of getting tired of it, but like, I'm gonna keep doing it. So
He doesn't look his age, and I'm hoping I don't look mine.
no, not at all. That's the kind of thing. It's like people, and now there are some folks out there, okay, when they
Mhm.
give me a compliment about not looking my age, and like, oh my god, look, you look like you're in your 20s or whatever. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that you're complimenting me and I don't look like my age. That's great. But you're laying it on a little thick there by saying I'm in my 20s. Like,
Yeah.
the mosh
I,
pit. I used to do the
no,
mosh pit, but now it gives me a headache.
not me. Not me. Not my thing. I don't know. Scott, have you ever been in a mosh pit? Have you ever been in a mosh pit? Yes, he's been in a mosh pit.
Yeah. Like I say, I used to do the mosh pit, but it gives me a headache now. I've gotten to the age where it's like if I go to concerts, I gotta have earplugs, right?
Yeah, the only concerts I've ever been to, I'm from Vermont, so the only concerts I've ever been to are country music concerts.
Right. See, I stayed 18 in my head and let my body age. Right. Right.
I was holding on to 49. I didn't want to hear any numbers after that. Now that I am 50, I just don't want to hear any numbers after that.
Well, I mean, it's not like you have to tell anybody, except maybe
No,
like your doctor. I'm like, I don't know.
well, anytime you make a phone call to a medical professional and the first thing the receptionist asks you is your birth date, it's a dead giveaway. What's in? Oh, okay. So I saw what you did, Panda. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just a panda knows a thing or two about laying it on thick. Yeah, no, I get you. It's important.
So what are you eating? Curious now.
I got me a breakfast sandwich
Oh,
because I had to order my coffee
that's right. You're still ordering. Is it coming today or tomorrow?
tomorrow. So
W feminist. What does that mean?
I don't know. Does it mean they're asking if we are feminists, or if you are you a feminist? What?
I'm pro feminism.
I am pro feminism the way it was intended to be. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
Feminism was meant to be, like women are equal. We get the same pay. We get to
Mm-hmm.
vote. We get, all these kinds of things. We get the same rights as everybody because we're human beings, right? But feminism to many, unfortunately, has become like feminism. Women have to have more. They have to be superior and all this other kind of stuff. They're trying to tip the scales in the opposite direction. It's like, calm
Yep.
down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
For
don't know.
me, I mean, the feminist movement happened, at a time when I was young. My mother was a happy housewife.
Let's see. Analytically, we get laid. It's just by the other women. Anyway, let's see. I
Yeah.
skip breakfast, but you wouldn't like it when I skip breakfast. I get angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm
Mm,
angry.
And she equals Lex.
Eh.
No,
No,
my
honey,
mother
you
was
go make
a
me a
happy.
sandwich.
Yes, my
I'd
mother
love to
was
see
a
Bamboo. I'd love to if you go make me a sandwich. I'd love to see you in a cute little frilly apron. Be great.
absolutely. No, my mother was a happy housewife and stay-at-home mom, but she also ran her own uh, salon business in a
Yeah.
different place. So, and I've had jobs, but this is the job I like the best. Taking care
Right.
of Scott, taking care of the cats, eventually get to taking care of myself.
Well, it's one of those. It's different for everybody. Like my mom was not the type to be a stay-at-home wife, only
Mhm,
because it was her. She had a need to do something outside, like to separate home and work, and and she was always very busy. It's like, yes, being a stay-at-home mom keeps you
mhm.
very busy, but she needed something that like stimulated certain parts of her brain, and so she, and she loved nursing, taking care of people,
Yep.
and so but it was
No,
just something that she wanted to do, especially with, like I say, separation from work and home. She go to work and do all that stuff, and then come home
mhm.
and be home with us.
Yes, my mother was a major people person, and she always wanted to please people. She got into sales, worked a bunch of jobs like that.
Yeah.
It was after I hit my teen, well, about 12, 13 years old. That's when she was
Mhm.
like, I want to go back to work. And I didn't require her assistance, at
Right.
that
You
point. So,
quite as often, like kids, little kids, they need their moms pretty much
mhm,
the 24/7, but as you get older, you're not needed as much, and so it's like they say, figure like maybe we can go back and do something for ourselves, kind of thing.
mhm, yeah. I mean, I have hobbies that I enjoy. I love to read. I love to knit. And
Mhm.
that's another thing. I read a book called Stitch and Bitch.
Mhm.
I have it over
I've heard
there.
of it. I've heard of
Yes,
it. I hadn't read it, but
it's a good book, and it's really good how to for beginners on knitting. Now, my
yeah.
grandmother was a knitter, so
Mhm.
and I have been knitting as long as Scott and I have been together. I
Mhm.
started knitting. Okay, no, 26 years. I started in 2000. It was before we met, and that in that book explains that when the feminist revolution started, knitting was looked down upon.
Yeah.
Apparently, the only thing that was worth doing was what men did.
Right.
Oh my gosh, he fixed my coffee. Sure.
Yay!
This
Mhm.
is
Speaking of feminism.
role reversal. He fixed my coffee.
Right. But see, they practice feminism properly. If they're equals, she does for him, he does for her. You know,
Exactly. He did the shopping this week, and I cleaned the house. That way, we
right?
wouldn't have nearly as much stuff to do.
Should it be your choice to decide if you want to work at home or be? It should be, and a lot,
It
and
should be.
it's getting to be the point that a lot of people are able to do that now. Some
Mm-hmm.
people aren't because of circumstances,
What? How many equals you put in?
but you know,
And did you put cream or milk in it? Both. A little more cream. Such a sweetheart. He did that at Christmas, not this year, but the year before when we
mm,
were all visiting his sister.
uh,
No, it was when we went to the Barry Manilow concert in New York. So it's been a year, April, that happened. And I was hurting really bad.
mm,
My back was killing me. I do have fibromyalgia, chronic pain, and traveling always makes it uh, a real bitch.
right,
But when it comes to, it's not his family anymore, it's our family.
right,
So when we go visit our family that is in New York or New Jersey,
mm,
I'm willing to tolerate the pain because I get to see them. And the next morning when we got up, he's bringing the coffee up to me in their loft living room, and uh, breakfast snacks that his sister provided, and then they took us out to breakfast before we left town.
right,
As he's doing all this, our niece is sitting next to us, and next to the niece is our his amazing mom, Mama G, who I now
mm,
call Mom.
mm,
And she leaned over to Ava and she said, "You want the perfect husband? You find someone who's doing exactly what Scott's doing right now."
yep,
And Scott said, "My mother said that?" I said, "Yes, she did." because she knows what an incredible son she raised.
Because I mean, when your partner is having trouble,
And it
man,
doesn't
woman, I
matter
don't
if your
care.
partner is male or if your partner is male or female or
Yeah,
whatever it may be. We don't judge.
right. If your partner's having trouble physically, mentally, emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, if you've got the capacity, if you've got the capability, then help them out.
Mm-hmm.
She was hurting physically, and probably getting up and down from that loft area was a lot. So okay,
It was 6 stairs, and it was the worst 6 stairs I
yeah.
ever had
So
to do. But
just to take a little bit off of her, it's a small thing, but it was important.
mhm. Yep, and again, 25 years ago, folks, the wedding vows are um, much more serious, And when you say through sickness and health, till death do us part, you mean it. My parents were married 50 years when my
Mm,
mother passed away,
mhm.
and my father got remarried. I'm okay with it. I've said this 1,000 times to people. I'm okay
Yeah,
with it. I'm
right.
perfectly fine with him getting remarried because when a man hits a certain age, especially over 60, and my father is, I'm not really interested in that. So
It's still good. But have just a little snack. You haven't eaten.
I think there's a granola bar out there with my name on it too. Yeah, it's.
I'm watching the two of you on the TV in a little bit.
Oh my God, he's watching us on the TV in the living
I mean,
room. He's just watching us. As
I'm
for.
watching you. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Sorry. Mm. But huh? What'd you say?
Well, if you don't want to watch her, then don't watch her. It's
I'm
that
just gonna
simple.
keep doing it. If it makes him mad, I'm just gonna keep doing it. But anyway,
I bought donuts for Valentine's Day for him, so he's
mhm,
still munching on what's left of those. But I told him, I said,
yeah.
if they're getting stale, please throw them out. Thank you. See, granola bar.
There you go.
But yes, my father got remarried. I was the best man in the wedding, and I was I was not upset when they talked about getting married. My mother had been gone a year,
Mhm,
and they actually had started dating right around now. Um,
mhm.
what did we say? 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago they started dating around now. But she's a friend of the family. Everybody knew her.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's one of
um,
those like, there's no timeline on grief. Yeah, he still loved your mama, still,
yeah, yeah,
which could still grieve her, but there's no timeline on when you can love someone else either.
exactly. And as I was saying, that men, does he pee sitting down?
I'm ignoring this. It's like maybe he'll get bored, go away because he's not making it.
it's Mr. Scott's business. Okay.
Right.
When how he does his business is his
Medical
business.
conditions now. No,
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, I sit.
I mean, let's see. What did Isaiah say?
The glue and
What is something you learned through marriage?
what is something I've learned through and Lucky Shamrock, mutual respect, the glue. It's like absolutely
Absolutely.
100% true. That's what we have, and that's what my father has with his new wife. The two of them are willing to do everything to take care of each other, and
Mhm.
he wasn't necessarily like that with my mother constantly, and my mother wasn't like that with him constantly.
Right.
But that was 50 years ago. So
Right.
now my father has learned from mistakes, and she was married and widowed for 20 years when she
Mm.
married my dad. So
Okay.
again, she's a caregiver, and he wants to do everything right this time.
Right. Teresa, yeah, that's a good thing to learn in any relationship, like whether you're married or your family or your friends or whatever. Sometimes just walk away, choose your battles.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's better to be like, you know what? I don't agree, but I love you too much to make this an issue.
And what was the
You know what I
one
mean?
somebody said?
Mutual respect was
Yeah,
one.
and one before that was what have I learned?
Yes.
Okay. This is Scott's thing about what we've learned and how we keep our marriage strong
Yeah.
is just make sure that you have separate playrooms. just a separate room to
A
kind of
separate room to
go.
do your thing. Yeah.
Yes. In all of the places that we've lived, we've had separate places.
Mhm.
We've been in this one for about, hi Darius, 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
And he can go in the office and shut the door if he needs to blow off some steam and play or go
guitar.
live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes play games, do whatever. He needs the time to get away from the person he's been living with for 25 years.
Right.
I don't think I'm that difficult, but I know I can annoy him. He annoys me. And I come into the bedroom and I'll knit, and I don't know if you can hear jazz music in the background. I leave on ambiance on the laptop.
Yeah.
And the cats always have a tendency to follow me into this room and hang out with me.
Right.
But he's the provider. He's the one who buys the cat, does all that stuff, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
Me,
Extra.
I'm the he's the provider. I'm the distributor. I'm the one
Yeah,
that puts
there you go.
everything down.
Right.
So yes, in 25 years of marriage, we've learned that separate rooms to do our thing and just
Well, yeah, because I mean, I've noticed that it's like if when you're with some like my parents, like I've learned they have this a similar thing. She's got her, she's got her office, he's got his, and
mhm,
it's also because they're two very different people in how they organize their spaces. Dad's is pretty chaotic. He knows where everything is. He really does. I mean, when people say, "Oh, I know where everything is," and they actually don't. No, he does.
mhm,
He's got
yeah,
he puts things where it makes sense to his brain, but it's pretty chaotic. My mother's a very organized person. It's got
mhm,
to be, things have got to be in specific places. They've got to be neat. It's got to be, clean, whatever. And so if they had to share that same space for their hobbies and for to pay bills and to do things like that, they drive each other nuts you know so they have their own space,
yeah.
which yeah, it's definitely an important thing. Now I am not married, but my parents have been married for 45 years. um and I've also learned another thing
We
that
agree, girl. We agree,
uh
flower child.
trolls, yeah, right. But I've learned that love is not a feeling. Love is a commitment,
Mhm,
because once you get past the feeling,
mhm,
you're not always going to like the person. They're going to get on your nerves. They're going to make you mad, all this kind of
mhm,
stuff. But if you are committed to working through that, and especially like you said, my dad has chronic illnesses, many of them. And so mom, he's very tired and it works on both their nerves because she has to take care of him, all that stuff. Bye, Isaiah. Have a great day. Um, but they are sticking together through that all because they made a commitment 45 years ago that that's what they were going to do.
mhm.
And they've learned that the commitment they made is more important than how they feel at any given moment.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, in our case, it was, oh yeah, truly, madly, deeply in love when we first
Absolutely.
met. It was
and,
instant.
and mom still tells me how handsome she thinks her husband is. I mean, so it's fine.
If you
It's a
can't make
grown-up.
yourself a sandwich, you've got big problems.
I think Bamboo
Just
needs
want to
to
throw that out there to you.
yeah, because I mean, like, honey, you're trying to get us mad and all this kind of
Mm,
stuff, and you're just kind of like making yourself look bad. So I'm saving you from yourself. Anyway,
just if you
it's getting
think
sad,
there's
really
things he
sad.
said that we haven't heard before,
What are we preaching, Mark? Let me know. What are we preaching?
preaching being decent women, enjoying what we do.
Appreciating our partners and our family that taught us
Mhm.
good things.
It would be completely different if Scott was on here right now, because it's two women talking about commitment.
Right. Oh, I'm going to use that yaponomics. That's a good word. See, that is a good activity because
Oh,
we were solving problems of the world by conversation, civil conversation. That's a good word. I'm going to use that.
yapping. Okay, what was it? Yaponomics.
Yaponomics. I'm going to use that.
I would definitely say yaponomics is a women's specialty.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. The good thing about it is like, we take the time to sit here and talk about it. Yeah. Let's see. I want you to know I subscribed. I'll see you soon. Much love to you both. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, thank you, Teresa. We'll see you again.
Thanks, Teresa.
Let's see. Maya, hello. How you doing?
Yeah. Hey.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it that's like you can't think that any kind of relationship is going to be all good feelings.
No. You have your
Yeah.
moments. You have several moments over 25 years.
Right?
Have we ever thought about breaking up? No.
No, not at all. And they're like, and that's another thing my mom told me about. Hey girl, hey, my mom told me about. She's like that whole don't go to bed angry.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
She said, all just honestly though, it doesn't really work.
No, my mother always said, and
Because
my grandmother before her, my Nana said, don't go to bed angry. Her and my grandfather went to bed angry all the time. And I know
yeah,
my parents didn't always iron things out before they went to bed. We do try to make sure before one of us lays down that we go back and go, what were we arguing about?
right. No,
That's
but
usually
it's
the
like,
first thing. What pissed us
yeah,
off?
because sometimes you can't help it. Like you don't have time to resolve the issue, or you don't have the energy to resolve the issue before you go to bed because you got to get bed, you got to go to work in the morning or something. But they said eventually schedule time to say stop and say, look, let's talk this out.
Mm-hmm.
Stop and don't let it go away. You have to resolve at some
Mm-hmm.
point. But not going to bed angry is not always feasible, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Right? Oh, Zippy, I love this. My relationship with my masseuse isn't even all good feelings. Facts. A good masseuse will make you feel beaten to hell, but it's a
We
good relationship.
Yes, we go every 2 weeks to she's a massage therapist, but what she just does 30-minute alignments.
Uh-huh.
It's not we don't take our clothes off, don't make any comments, people, seriously. And it's just alignment of the body to make sure our shoulders are where they're supposed to be, our ribs are where they're
Right.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I always go to her the day after I've seen the chiropractor. So
Yes.
everything stays in place at least for a week.
I always wondered. Yeah, I always wondered like that. It's like, okay, you go to the chiropractor because I've never actually been to the chiropractor for any reason. But okay, when you go, once you've had everything aligned, you're obviously sore. you
Mm-hmm.
know so it was like, how do you kind of get that um how do you kind of get that soreness out? It's like, I don't know, people who take a bath, maybe go to masseuse, something like that. But it's funny what we have to do sometimes to make ourselves feel better. We got to go
Mm-hmm.
and get hurt for a minute you know
Yeah.
Let's see,
My yes, as a matter of fact, that's one
addicted to
thing
crack.
that my there's 4 chiropractors in our office,
uh,
and that we go to. I always go to see a girl I call Dr. Cat because she has the technique that works with me, and
yeah,
it's not even 30 minutes, and she's got my neck, my back, my ribs, everything into alignment.
yeah.
But yes, she said, don't be addicted. Chiropractors are told in school now, don't be addicted to crack.
Right.
Because just because you hear the crack doesn't always mean it's a good crack.
Right.
And there's been times when I've walked out of her office, got in my car, and I'm in more pain than I was when I went in.
Yeah.
And it takes about maybe another 2 or 3 days for everything to relax, which is why I go to the massage therapist and get everything where it's completely supposed to be.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
Let's
your
see.
back's going to be sore when somebody is pushing on it.
Right. Let's see, Shamrock says it's also important to have time apart for
Hi, Peyton,
self-reflection.
whoever you are.
Yeah, for self-reflection. That's a good point too. Because when you're talking to
Yes.
somebody, your opinion might be kind of swayed a little bit by theirs. Maybe not that you agree with everything with them on everything. It's
Hmm.
your opinion gets swayed a little bit, maybe in the midst of the argument, you get madder than you normally would, or
Mm-hmm.
something. So it's better to be separate, to really
Mm-hmm.
think about you and how you feel, so that when you get together again you can say, okay, this is really what's going on. You know
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
is very, very good, Lucky Shamrock. Definitely, absolutely. Because sometimes because of the chronic pain, because of issues in general, I will make sure he knows you didn't do anything wrong. I'm just in a bad mood.
Right, there you
And
go.
he'll say the same thing. I just woke up in a bad mood, honey. Okay, that means I'll go do what I do, and you just chill. The
Right.
weekend's the
Exactly.
only time this man gets to chill.
Hmm.
So,
Let's say
or when he's
Fry said.
live and
As Fry said, better to stretch and lift to maintain posture. That's a good point, Fry. I need to
hmm.
sit up, obviously, and maintain my posture, but that's always good. That's very, very good for your back. Um, let's see. She said when she said my neck and back, I heard a terrible song coming on. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Let's see here. Opinions are like garlic. Pick and choose when and how much it is needed. Thank you, Zippy. True, very much.
And now my husband and I are both alphas. That's why we work.
Exactly.
That's why we work. Hmm. Yeah.
Let's see, let me get my posture, right where it should be. But no,
It just
I
means
saw,
chest out.
right? I saw a cool, and I'll have to find it again. I might send it to Scott so you can see it. It was a thing about, what do you call it? About marriage and how a lot of people say marriage is 50-50. And she's like, no,
Mhm.
that is not true at all. Sometimes it's like I've got 80% of the energy that day and he's only got the 20. So I help him cover. I help him,
Mhm.
I help him balance. Some days I've only got the 20, so he helps me balance. And then she's like, some days both of us only have like 15 each. And so we have to work together so that we don't hurt each other when we're not feeling great.
Yes, and that's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
what we do. Hmm.
So yeah, I liked how she put it. I mean, there's more to it. I'd have to, like I say, I'll send the video, but it was like that whole 50-50 is a crock of shit, she said.
It's understandable because like you said 80/20. I mean, I did not necessarily want to vacuum the entire house, but I did it because I knew that it would be one less thing he would want to try to do. The
Right.
litter boxes, you just knew that the only reason I took the phone is because we have 3 cats.
Yeah.
And
They're heavy, you got to bend
yes,
down to do that. And,
and we have, well, if you ever decide to get a cat, and even if you're not on the stream right now and you watch it later,
right.
we started using recycled cardboard litter boxes that you buy
Yeah.
on Amazon. We get
Mhm.
jumbo size, and that was even just with 1 cat.
Right.
We upped it as we got more kitties, and I've already sworn on video that Darius is the last one we get. That doesn't mean I can't look.
Right.
And when it's time to clean them up, we just take them, pile them on top of each other, and put the clean ones down.
I may
But
have to look into those because, like you say, it's a thing. It takes a long time, and it's just I don't know. I
well,
only have one.
I'm going to send you pictures of yarn. I can send you the link, but just go when you go to Amazon, look up probably just cardboard recycled litter boxes. Just
Yeah.
something simple. It was 3 years ago, so I can't remember what I typed in,
Right.
but now it's always in my cart, so I
Yeah.
can just go in there and get.
I need to get like your Discord or some messenger information, and like you and me will talk. But anyway,
I
um,
don't have the disc. The only thing I'm on is Twitter. But no, you have an email, don't you?
yeah,
All right, then
I'll
we're
send it
gonna
through.
be email buddies.
That'll work.
Old school in that
Right.
sense.
Right. Let's see.
Remember when
Zippy
people used to
says,
send letters?
yeah, it's kind of like the same thing.
Mm,
Uh, Zippy says relationships aren't about having the right partner; it's about being the right partner. I like that. I
that's
really
good.
do. I really like
Mm,
that. It's about being who the other person needs, not who they, not necessarily who they're who you need. Let's see. Did you know Amazon just made a university for its drivers? It's called the School of Hard Knocks. I like it.
those whenever we order something, sometimes it'll say it'll be here in 24 hours. I'm like, how's that possible? Turns
Right.
out they built a warehouse
Hmm.
that's just over the New York State line from us. So
Right. There's
a lot
a
of us are good.
warehouse. I think about 2 hours from me. I think. So
And that's probably what
usually,
ours is. Yeah.
yeah,
And when you
usually by it. Sorry.
watch the truck, no, that's okay. You watch the truck move from it's 5 stops away from your house.
Right.
4 stops away from your house. A lot of times if I know I'm next, I go open the door because we don't have a porch. And I'll open the door and I'll say, "Do you want to take a photo of that, or is it okay? You're just handing it to me." No, it's just fine, Mrs. G. Go ahead. And I'll turn around, and there's usually at least one, if not all three cats staring at me, going, "Is that treats?"
Is that stuff for us? Is that stuff for us?
Yes. And I turn around and say, "Would you guys smell cat treats through the box?" Yes. The answer is all cats and many other animals have a heightened sense compared to ours.
Yeah.
They can hear things much louder. They can smell things. They can, it's the fact that I can open a can of cat food with the TV on in the living room, the TV on in the bedroom, and at least two come running out.
Right. I tell you, I think my dad doesn't. My mom, or excuse me, Annabelle doesn't really like my dad because he's very hard of hearing, and so he's quite. I know. I saw that. I'm going to read it out here in a second, but he's louder and he's a little more startling to her. I think because he can't hear much. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's like it's a storage facility. It only turns into a warehouse when there's a full moon. I like Zippy. You need to hang around. You need to stick
Yeah,
around,
that's
Zippy.
cool. Stick
That's
around.
pretty cool. Good
And
morning, Michelle. That's Michelle
hello,
too.
Michelle, and she spells it the same way I do. My mother said if our daughter's name's going to be Michelle because my father picked it, I want two L's.
Right. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it spelled several ways. Like, but also I've seen my mother's name, Melanie,
Hmm.
spelled several different ways. And then sometimes she'll if she's given her name over the phone and you go pick something up, they've called it Melody. And like that's not even no, that's not her name. I know it rhymes, all that stuff, but that's not her name. I'm silly. I match it with profundity. That's actually a really good word. Very good vocab word.
We're getting some good
Profundity
words.
with a profoundness. You know.
And for the guys who were ribbing on us about our weight and stuff like that, I just want to address the fact that you're not us. One of us could have a major issue health wise, and then one of us may have an issue where we can't work out like we used to.
Mm.
You might not believe it, but I used to be 130 pounds.
But
But
then you've got,
when,
like back
yes,
and
when
you
the
know.
first time, when my back is really spasming, all I have to do is say to him, June 2008. I
Mm,
threw my back out because I was wearing my cowboy boots and
eek,
I stayed in them too long on a concrete floor.
mm,
So when my back went out 2 days after that event, it was spasming down my leg. I was
ugh,
absolutely terrified.
ugh.
Now, believe it or not, I was bigger and I've actually lost 50 pounds. If I'm not slim enough for you, then go away. If you
Zippy,
don't think Panda is beautiful, step off.
right? I was like, Zippy, I like my women thicker than my mac and cheese. I like it. That's another thing. The cheese sauce has got to be thick, 3 C's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's funny. Like you're saying about the cowboy boots on concrete floors. I learned
Mm,
like going to conventions and stuff with my costumes. I don't care nowadays. I don't care if the shoes even match the outfit. Okay.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to have on comfortable shoes because 90% of those conventions are in like hotels where they just got carpet covering concrete, or it's in kind of an
Mm,
arena where it's all concrete. And so you're standing and walking for hours in these places. And if you try to do anything but, really comfortable soled shoes, you're gonna
mm,
regret it. It's gonna be bad.
mm. Cheese
Actually used to
addiction.
have a cheese addiction. You just couldn't leave the provolone. Oh my god.
And no, I'm not single. I'm married. My husband is usually in this spot. He's the one
Right.
who's hanging with Panda. But
And he's my internet husband, so I guess am I single either? I don't know.
well, you have a lot of other guys and girls that you hang out with here and in your personal life. So people who say they absolutely hate Valentine's Day, I say,
Right.
you really need to practice some self-love.
There you
And I
go.
don't
Yeah.
mean, go to the store and buy yourself something for self-love. No,
No,
I
I mean like
mean,
self-care, like have,
self-care.
like I love me as me,
Hmm.
and then the self-care, go get you a face mask, go get you a foot soak, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Stole my ring, my laptop, my boots, my books, and my cowboy boots. That sounds like a bad country song, Carl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I still got the cowboy boots that I hurt my back in, and they're in a bag tucked away because I just didn't want to get rid of them. It's the nostalgia. Pull them out, look at them, and go, "Oh, no."
I have let's see. The most important dates on Valentine's are on the box of chocolates. Yes, that's correct.
We
But
got a box of chocolates from our niece. We still haven't opened them because we had so many other sweets around, and too
yeah.
much sweets can really aggravate Panda and I's different ailments.
Let's see, the opposite of PTS. I don't know. You're gonna have to explain that, Colton. But anyway, yeah, no, I have a pair of boots. They're actually shorter boots that they're
Like
more
a
like
block.
ankle, but
Yep.
they're cowboy boots, but they're ankle boots. But I can't wear them very often because the way the arch is, it makes my ankles hurt. But my dad bought them for me, and they were $300, so I'm not getting rid of them.
No. I got a brand new pair of cowboy boots for my dad's wedding because it was Western themed.
Yeah.
And I got to wear my jeans. I got a nice new pair of Wranglers. Finally got to buy a pair of Wrangler jeans and a Western shirt. Have cowboy hats, so that wasn't a problem.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes it's like pulling teeth.
And for that wedding, my goal was to be at 200 pounds. I did manage to get that, but I'm even less now.
Very nice. Very nice.
I stood in those cowboy boots all day running around taking care of things for my father and the bride just to make sure everything was going their way. And Scott's mother and sister came all the way up from New Jersey to be at the wedding for them.
Yeah.
It had to be the fastest wedding in history. I don't even think it was a full 2 to 3 hours.
Right. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. 2 to 3 hours?
Well, no. I meant the
with the reception and everything. Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah. No, the wedding itself, yeah, you caught me there. That's good. The wedding itself, I don't even think was 10 minutes.
Right.
It was exchange of vows, and I was holding their rings in my pocket. That's the only thing I asked. I said, "Can I carry the rings?" Because you don't have a ring bearer.
Right.
And she said, "Well, you don't have to be the best man." I said, "Well, no, thanks to Becky Lynch, I don't mind being the best man."
Right. But a good Southern wedding is 20 minutes or less, and then you go have a party. You say, "Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. You're married. Okay, let's go party."
Yeah, and this was instead of a DJ, she let us handle a playlist. We put a huge playlist together on his YouTube, and we just played it during the times that the woman who had a beautiful acoustic guitar and she was playing, when she needed a break, we turn on the country music. But no, the wedding was like that. And again, I don't even think it was 2 hours later, everybody was headed home. But it was also one of the hottest summer days we've ever had. There's no air conditioning in the building.
Great.
And so what may have been 100 outside, but it was 120 inside.
Right.
I was sweating just standing there when they were doing the vows. And
I don't blame you. Shamrock. Oh my God. Southern weddings are made easier when the shotguns are locked away. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That reminds me of those TikTok videos where you see like they've got the bridal party, and when they get to the part where they say, if anyone has any objections, speak now or hold your peace, and the entire wedding party goes and shows everybody they're packing. They're like kind of like, "Don't you dare!"
A lot of weddings
funnier. It's even
funnier. A lot of
when
weddings
it's not
leave
just
that out now.
right. It's not just it's even funnier when it's not just the groomsmen or something, but the bride will lift up her skirt and she's got a thigh holster.
Don't anybody say anything.
Like, don't you say it.
Don't you fuck up this day.
Let's see. If you're doing shotguns at the wedding, the reception gonna be lit. You right about that.
Well, also there was no drinking at the wedding. And it was my father doesn't drink anymore.
Yeah.
So she actually I'm hoping she won't say this. She said to my father, "Can you make sure that Michelle doesn't drink? Because I don't want her to, not be at her best." I don't drink every day. I like to drink Jack Honey with Dr. Pepper once in a while for the taste, not to take edge off.
Right.
But because she made that comment, I made sure to have a flask of Jack and Honey in the bag that I had, my purse,
Right.
because I was like, woman, you've known me for 40 years and you are worried about me causing a scene?
Right. It's like you got
No.
you got other people, but worse people to worry about at this wedding. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. And I thought, well, that just for that. But after the wedding, I went out to the car and I did pop open my thing and just take a quick edge. Yeah, I admit it. I took the edge off that day. And
Right.
I turn around, there's my father. And he said, my turn.
Right.
And he only has a beer once in a while.
Sure.
And I respect that. He was sober for, oh Jesus. I was 16 when he stopped drinking. So if he wants to have a little nip here and there,
Yeah.
I don't
If he
hold it
like
against him.
that's the impressive part is when you've been when you're a heavy drinker, alcoholic, whatever, and then you can get to the point where you can control it, where you say either none at all, or you can actually say, oh, I'll just one every once in a while and stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Sober for 40 years? No, I'm not going to judge him. Six
Yeah.
ways till Sunday, 30 years.
No.
So I'm not going to judge him if he needed to take a shot of mine. Definitely, he was taking the edge off.
Especially on such a hectic day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and she is a perfectionist. Everything has to be perfect every
Let's
day.
see. I got a puppy when I quit drinking, so I still have a little liquor in the house.
You are good.
Yep. We want Zippy to stick around.
And Sugar Edition is real. Yes, it is.
It is. It is. It is the most addictive substance on the planet. And also, I think, because it's not illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's in everything.
I thought we were talking about addiction.
Eh.
Yes, we can discuss that too. I don't think there's anybody in a family who doesn't have somebody who is addicted to something.
To something. Yeah. It could
Yeah,
be. It could
something.
be. Cigarettes. It could be booze. It could be food. It could be.
Mhm.
It could be all kinds of things. That's okay,
Obsessive.
but no, you're fine.
I mean, there's all kinds of no. There's nothing to apologize for. And if you have
There's been
autism,
some Zippy's like there's been some trolls in here. It's fine. That's okay, Zippy. You're trying to keep us that's all right. But like I say, there's always something that we're always wanting to, like I think Scott was talking the other day, I think it was like Friday or something, about always chasing the high of the first, like your first car.
mm-hmm.
You're so excited and it's such a special thing, and so you're always chasing you want a bigger, better, or something like that. It could be like that. You're chasing, not necessarily, you're addicted to the feeling of that good feeling that this thing or event gave you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Shopping, gambling, etc. The
shopping.
hidden addictions. Exactly. Yes.
Yep.
It's those in the wrestling business. It's that high you get when you come through the curtain. It doesn't matter if it's 50,000 or 50.
Right.
You get a high being in that ring, and you cannot replace that particular high with any drug or alcohol.
No.
Because it's a certain kind of high that Scott and I get when we were still in the business. But now we watch it as fans and we sit back and go, oh my God, I'm so glad we don't do that anymore. But if it hadn't been for the wrestling business, we wouldn't have met.
I mean, that's that.
So,
But yeah.
brother quit gambling because he.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, that's what it's like. And you were talking about that, whether it's 500 or 50, being like a theater kid and doing choir and stuff. That's like a true thing. It doesn't matter the size of the crowd, because I've been for some concerts and some plays and things where it was just a small amount of people. We had a better vibe from them than a packed house. You know what I mean?
I was in the theater too. I didn't know you were too. Yep. I was in the theater, and that was a completely different rush coming out to maybe 200 people sitting there waiting to see if you're going to screw up and forget your lines.
Right.
Even though I was always the prompter. If somebody forgot a line in the play, I was the one who memorized the entire script and kind of would try to edge them to ask me the right question.
Kind of steer them back,
And then there was always a director that says, you shouldn't do that. Oh, no, you want us to skip 5 pages. No
Okay,
problem.
fine. I don't know. Yeah.
But that's a
But
different high than the wrestling business, and it's a different high than bungee jumping and things like that people get addicted. Adrenaline junkies.
yeah. Adrenaline junkies, yeah. I'm not so much an adrenaline junkie because like that can be just like sometimes I've said the phrase excitement is sometimes overrated because sometimes excitement is
Hmm.
the bad kind. It's just too much. It's stressful excitement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then when you crash, you're going to feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we would come home from a wrestling show at 2 in the morning, Sunday morning,
Mm-hmm.
I knew Sunday was going to be a rough day, and he would get up and go to work on Monday, and he would always be cranky because
Yep.
you're coming down off that
Yep.
high.
What goes up
And
must come down.
exactly. And I would say to him, all right, let's just try not to argue today.
Right.
And we would argue over stupid stuff.
Right.
Somebody sent us a microphone.
Oh, that's cute. Let's see. Zippy says, I do stand up. Okay, I understand being on stage and the fear of
Yes,
forgetting a
that's
line.
cool. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, so you get that. Oh my goodness, I think if I was up on stage, we're rambling right now. Me and
Yeah.
Panda are just rambling away. I would probably go off script because you just,
No, I get that.
you speak from the way it is. Yeah, after doing a show, I can't sleep either. No,
Yeah, because you're so
you're
buzzed
too
and so high
high.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shamrock had said addictions get locked into a daily routine. The hard part is replacing them it becomes part of your
Hmm.
daily life. And so replacing
Yes.
that with healthier things. I think, okay,
Hmm.
a friend of mine, uh, he, well, I say friend, internet friend that I knew, he had a drug addiction for a long, long, long
Hmm.
time. Now it's a shopping addiction. However, he has replaced it this way because number one, he has the money, he makes the money, he's got a good job.
Hmm.
So he's not doing without essentials to shop, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it makes him these things that he does, he uses, he wears the clothes, he
Hmm.
uses the electronics, whatever, it make him happy. And he also is often very much buying for other people. He's making other people happy and he is
Hmm.
donating things to people who don't have, so he's using it in a healthy way. It
Right.
replaced the addiction. It replaced the addiction for the drugs with
Hmm.
something that actually does some good.
Now, when you say drugs, that's always something that it irritates the hell out of me. And I use the high for wrestling from a shoot interview we watched with
Mm,
2 women's wrestlers slash managers. And
okay.
that's what I was. That's what I was. And the other one said, I hate it when people say drugs because there's either crack, heroin, cocaine, that kind of stuff. But then there's prescription
Mm,
medications. And if you get addicted to prescription medications, it's a lot worse
yeah.
because you can obtain those legally or
Hmm.
you can obtain it. I'm not going to lie. I have to take prescription drugs because of my fibromyalgia and chronic pain.
Hmm.
I keep the heavier stuff around only when my back is really
Right.
bad and I can't stand up.
Right. Well, this one
Scott knows,
his
Scott
was
knows
kind of a
about that.
combination. His was kind of a combination because it started out as prescription, and then it started being illegally obtained because he got hooked.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and fortunately, I have 2 medical professionals who are in contact with each other at all times, so
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
what I can use. And I am,
Mhm.
Scott and I aren't very religious, but I'm religious about making sure that I have only a certain amount of medication for every day.
Right.
And I actually have to take a sleeping pill because of adrenaline hitting me at like 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
And he can attest
That's
to
a
how
good
many
point,
times he's
Zippy.
woken up at 3 and I'm still awake.
Right. That's a good point, Zippy. A lot of people denigrate drug users but rely on coffee every morning. It's still a caffeine. It is still a drug and a substance that you are addicted to. Right?
Yes, yes. I mean, there's Jack Honey whiskey, there's coffee, there's everything that you can get addicted to. The list is way too long,
Oh yeah.
you know. And when prescription medication is needed by people, myself, but other people who are in worse shape than I am, and because of certain people putting a big emphasis on being big brother to the pharmaceuticals. I have to make sure that I'm the doctors follow their rules.
Yeah, there's that.
You know, they're like, we trust you, Michelle. We know you're not, but other people, you know,
right,
do
exactly.
not. And then I immediately just want to punch a hole in politics because it wasn't that bad.
Well, I mean, you know, there's that could be a long discussion, but Lucky's like Shamrock is working on removing addictive triggers in certain music places. Yeah, that's like, and that helps a lot too. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what, when I go to this place that's where I used to do this, I'm just not going to go anymore. Or I'm not going to participate in this activity because when I participated in the activity, that's when I used. I'm just not going to do it anymore. There's no shame in just removing yourself from the situation. You don't have to, an alcoholic does not have to sit in a bar and not drink in order to be strong. Sometimes it's just telling themselves, I'm just not going to the bar.
I was a bartender. And it was after my father had went through rehabilitation. And you know, his drinking had really gotten out of control. And he was completely sober when his daughter was bartending in her early 20s, and he would come to the bar and say hello. And he would just sit there and have a Sprite with a twist of lime or something, and just visit with me on the quieter days that I was there during the day. Night shift, I would always say, family, friends, don't stop in because I'm way too damn busy.
Right. And look, that was like, and that's the thing. He knew he had the capacity to abstain in that environment. So he was able to, you know, but if you know you are probably not going to be able to abstain in that environment, it is not a shameful thing to just say, well, I'm not going to be there. You know, you know,
take yourself out of it.
Yeah, you know what you're capable of, and you're not setting unreasonable expectations for yourself.
Yeah.
Because unreasonable expectations, I think, are the highest reason for failure when somebody, you know, resolves to do something. They set unreasonable expectations for themselves, and when they can't reach it, they get discouraged and they quit.
Yes, and I just saw what somebody said. I had 12 months sober with AA, but it is kind of a cult. I have heard those kind of things about certain AA groups because it depends on who's running it. If they're going to be, if they're going to say, "Oh, just find Jesus and that'll help you quit drinking." So would finding Buddha and all that stuff. No, you need to find a reason to stop doing what you're addicted to.
Let's see, alcoholics like rap music because they turn AA into a two-step. Well, on that note, I actually need to go get my car inspected. It's out of date. And I don't need to get a ticket.
No. I drive very carefully in our neighborhood. Do you want to?
And I try to drive as carefully as I can, but like there's always like speed traps. You know, they're sitting there waiting on you or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Or if they do an insurance check stop. You know.
See, everybody, I do have a husband, and she has her internet husband.
I'm real.
He's real. But yeah, so he was letting us chat for a bit today, but I got to go adult.
Yes, and I have to start laundry or it's never going to get started. Don't get me wrong. He will be the one that says, "Do you need me to do something?" I said, "The washing machine is my job." But you can toss everything in the dryer.
Right.
I did the dishes.
All right. Well,
was there
Zippy,
dishes?
it was good to meet you. Zippy needs to come around more often, Scott. He's got the jokes. He's fantastic. Or he, she, they. You let us know. But and Shamrock, take care. Yep.
You too.
And
you're welcome.
I said hi to Zippy and everything. That's very sweet. All right.
What are you? I just looked at you.
My turn.
All right. Well, I will see you all later. All right.
Yes, and it was wonderful visiting with my girl, Panda. And of course, it's Mr. Scott.
Right.
Love you, girl.